back to the My Team Unlimited tournament. We're heading into round 4 console finals.
It's a whole different battle now. You got two favorites that are now playing each other.
On the Xbox side,
here we go. And there's another hoop.
Ty Devo proved to be too much as he rolled on to a 26-point win over the reigning champ, Jomar.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for... Hey, Dave.
Hey, Kevin.
There's been a transformation here in L.A. There is no doubt about that. D.A., thank you. Now, we get a chance to check out some stats for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2. And for Los Angeles, they've got Batum. Paul George is out there with Patrick Beverley. Then it's Ibaka. And it's Leonard in at the 3 spot. And midway through the season, some players going above and beyond. And Steve, is that contract year boost a myth or is it a real thing?
Hey, Kevin, it is a real thing. You see guys more focused. You see guys that's usually not on time. On that contract year, you see guys on their best behavior, and you see some of their best play on the court overall.
Now, here's Lillard after the miss from Serge Ibaka. Lillard attacking. 6 on the shot clock. And it's plucked by Ibaka. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. And Covington sends it back. Here's Lillard. He shoots again, and it's good on the way in.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now here's Leonard. Hard to imagine, but the stats are tremendous as he averages close to 27 points a game. The Trailblazers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Beverly against Lillard. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
To the middle. Here's Ibaka. Got a piece of it.
Oh, my God. They can't buy one. 0 for 4. Sometimes this happens.
And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Here's Trent. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Golden State. Lillard. And the shot is good. Lillard's got 8 points.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
He had a nice open look right there.
That breaks their string of misses. Now 1 for 5. You can feel their sense of relief.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And now let's take a look at the number of second chance points these teams have had over the last month. These guys never give up on a possession. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Now, here is Ibaka. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And Portland with another turnover here.
A moment here to see some numbers for Patrick Beverley. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. Nothing about his numbers really jump out at you, but he'll come up with a timely play or 2 every game.
He understands his role. He accepts it. He's one of those guys who doesn't need the ball to be effective.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
It's Anthony with the drive. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And, you know, Kanter can dominate on the court, but his real passion may be pro wrestling. He even held a pro title belt for a little while. He's a big, strong fella. I know I wouldn't want to be in the ring with him.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for George.
I like when Reggie Jackson is seeking out his teammates. He could have took that shot, but his teammate, he was wide open.
And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. 1:25 left in the first quarter. Kennard for 3. It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And he makes that one.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
Clippers trail by 4. Williams looking over the floor. Here's Zubac, and the dunk by Zubac.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
Anthony on the wing. There's 48 seconds left in the first. Kanter's shot is off.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Kennard's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Simons the pass to Kanter. Now Anthony. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State. Jones dishes to Kanter. 4 on the clock. Passes it to Simons. Jackson against Hood. Kanter to the wing on the left. Here's Simons. Misses off the left iron.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how
humble beginnings. You know, I'm from.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the point for the Clippers. Baca comes in for Ivica Zubac. And it's Batum in for Williams. Jackson against Lillard. Jackson passes to Ibaka. And it goes down 2 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. That one goes. Count it. Lillard's got 10 points.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Here's Jackson. He's coming off a 25-point game against Boston. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut back down to just 1 with the basket from Serge Ibaka. Jackson against Lillard. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. Just 5 to shoot. A second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning. and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul. A different look for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Morris. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. Anthony's checked in for Portland. Lillard attacking. The Clippers trail, and even 3-on-3 break. Leonard kicks to Ibaka. Kicks it out to Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And it's Leonard missing. And so it's Anthony bringing it up for the Trailblazers. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
It was a sizable loss, and it was mostly due to their awful passing and ball control. They just need to use better judgment in this game.
And it's Beverley missing.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Lillard, the pass to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
To the inside. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Batum.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Anthony on the wing. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Cantor kicks to Covington. Lillard attacking Cantor. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Ibaka. The pass to Leonard. Count it. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Lillard against Beverley. And foul on the shot. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Lillard. Anthony in the corner. Back to Lillard. The dish to Cantor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Cantor's got 8.
And the coaching staff doesn't have any issue putting the ball in Cantor's hands inside. And why not? That part of his game is very refined.
Allowing any room to operate, you know he's going to be aggressive.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 1.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good. Leading the way at the start, it was Damian Lillard. He had 12 points, 2 assists. And that does it for our halftime.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
They've got Paul George Ivica Zubac is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. Hands it from downtown.
He doesn't need much time to get his shot off. Paul George is a dependable catch-and-shoot option.
And guys, even though he's in a big market, Kawhi Leonard's still not one for the spotlight.
That is so true. It's not about the fame for him. He's in LA, but Kawhi Leonard stays in his bubble. All the trappings that come with being a great player, he's truly focused on the love of the game, winning and being the best possible player he can be.
Got a piece of it. Pass to Trent. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Three-pointer, Lillard. Rebound by the Clippers. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And boy, Kawhi is the perfect target. The big reach to get to the pass and the great hands on the catch.
Lillard against Beverly. A putback, and Cantor able to finish. Cantor's got 10 points in the game.
That was the first make of the half. 1 for 4 now. Let's see if that gets them going.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly dishes to Morris. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Morris has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Lillard against Beverly. The shot by Lillard wide open. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility. And boy, he can strike at any time.
The shot by George wide open. Those 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's foul number 2 for him. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann's checked in, and Reggie Jackson subbed in for Paul George. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot.
And last year showed that there's still a place in the NBA for a guy like Melo. Mostly a mid-range shooter in the league that has turned away from that. But buckets are buckets, and Melo can still light it up.
Well, Carmelo Anthony was out of the NBA for about a year, calendar-wise. Greg, were you surprised it took him so long to get a look and get back in the NBA?
Kevin, I wasn't shocked, but absolutely I was surprised. I mean, it was always going to take the right fit for Melo and the right team. And in this case, it was the Blazers. But Melo showed he has legs left in the league and can still be a positive. Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
In a close game like this, everything has to be challenged, and everything has to be earned.
And the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. And the Clippers making a change here. Mann's checked in. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Knocked loose. Outside Williams. Gets a hand on it. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 4-point Clipper lead.
Challenging the defense at the rim, something he does very well. Excellent tip in.
Now here's Hood. No points in the game yet for him. And there it is for him.
All focus from Hood. Even with contact, he finds a way.
The Clippers have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. On the wing, Williams. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jackson. Yes, that goes in. Jackson's got the lead back up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Feeds to Anthony. Banked in off the glass. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Williams passes to Mann. Pass to Zubac. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Zubac has got 6.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
And it's Hood in the corner. That one misses. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Down low.
Because he's so good at shooting it and driving it, defenses overplay Lou, leaving other guys free.
Trailblazers trail by 6. Here's Simons. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game. A floater. It doesn't go for him. That shot no good. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. 4th quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, they've got Enes Kanter, Robert Covington out there with Rodney Hood. Then it's Damian Lillard, and it's Trent in at the 2 guard.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard against Beverly. Kanter trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Lillard. And so Beverly will bring it up for Los Angeles. Left side, George. And then George with the jam.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
And a deep three from Lillard from beyond the arc and then some. Lillard's got 19 points.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
George looking around. Inside, Ibaka, and a missed layup.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Trent can't hit. The Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Platoon passes to Ibaka. Lays it up off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 3.
This is the kind of physical play we saw from Ibaka early in his career. We're seeing it again now.
Lillard outside. To the paint, here's Kanter. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got his 4th assist in this one. Outside, George. From the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. Los Angeles has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And here's Beverly. Comes up empty down low.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Covington passes to Jones. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Over to the wing. Shoots from 12. And he connects with the jumper. 21 points for Damian Lillard.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Beverly with the ball. Lillard picks him up. And Beverly kicks to Ibaka. Back to Beverly. Shot clock at 6. It's deflected. They retain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lillard against Beverly. With some arc. And Lillard with the lay-in. Now it's a 5-point Portland lead.
And just putting his entire offensive imagination on full display. What a smooth release from Lillard.
And Ibaka slams it in.
And that could be a big bucket right there. Ibaka doesn't shy away from taking crucial shots.
Lillard outside. And too long on the shot.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Beverly against Lillard. Over Beverly. Offensive rebound. What a big possession right here.
No doubt about it, guys. The tension is palpable.
George, count it.
No moment is ever too big for Paul George. He remains confident in the clutch.
There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Knocks down the trifecta.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Lillard against Beverly. Leonard on the wing. 12 seconds left in the fourth. Stolen by Kansas. Out to the right wing. Lillard outside. Misses. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. This win, such a trip. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The sprawling metropolis of Dallas, Texas is our setting tonight, as seen from above. Let's see some of the numbers here for Luka Doncic.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Damian Lillard, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Trent in at the 2. And for the Mavericks, Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at small forward. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Here's Doncic. And Kanter pulls it down. About a minute played so far here in the first. And the dunk by Covington.
That's right on the money from Lillard. That's how you finish a possession.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Dallas. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
It was a loss last time they faced up against each other. A very tightly contested game that they felt they could have won.
Man, felt like they probably would have won if they weren't saddled with all that foul trouble. They had to piece together some makeshift lineups late in that game. That might have cost them.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now, here's Doncic. He's averaging just around 28.5 points a game. So many offensive skills in his toolkit.
That's good footwork from the big man. As Kanter aware defensively to get to that one.
It's good. Jones has got 6 points.
Man, right off the bat, super sharp here offensively. 4 of 5 so far.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. Doncic looking it over. And they double up Doncic. Out to Porzingis. Takes the 3. And no good that time. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, for a guy who used to be more proficient in the half-court game, Lillard's showing that nowadays he's just as dominant in transition.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Doncic outside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Doncic has got his second basket of the night. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you join the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. You know, I don't think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad that's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
And that one's good. Lillard.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Mavericks trail by 6. Doncic dishes to Richardson. The drive by Doncic. Oh, that was something else.
How about the balance of Doncic on that possession? Amazing at just absorbing the contact and still with the strength to finish.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Maxi Kleba. Hardaway's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Now here's Hood. Right now averaging about 5 points a game. 11 feet away. The putback. And Kanter able to finish.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 5. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
Now that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Owundu's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
For Dallas, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Hardaway kicks to Owundu. To the wing right side. Brunson finds Johnson. To the inside. Here's Powell. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Anthony. Jones, the pass to Anthony. Here's the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the...
And so it's Portland heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
We welcome you back to Noche Latina. Becoming an annual tradition is always here on 2K Sports and always exciting. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
We've got Johnson, Jalen Brunson out there with Hardaway. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Cauley Stein in at the 5 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Cauley Stein with it. Cantor covering. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
You combine the athleticism with the size of Cauley Stein, and it's a lot for teams to deal with, especially when he's driving into the hoop.
Richardson, he's checked in for Dallas. Now Lillard. He's coming off a 22-point game against Golden State.
Felt like he had a set. Okay. Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses or some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Brunson scanning the floor. The pass to Cauley Stein. Outside Hardaway. Five on the clock. Back to Cauley Stein. Richardson outside. Cauley Stein tips it back in.
Talk often about physicality of bigger players. Cauley Stein, one of those guys who fits into that category.
Lillard outside. There's the 3. And it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
Just looks like he's got more feel tonight, like he's really got a good grip on that ball as he's letting it go.
On the wing, Hardaway. Pass to Cauley Stein. That one falls. Cauley Stein's got 6 here in this quarter.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Doncic is checked in for Jalen Brunson. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Anthony's checked in for Enes Kanter. Rodney Hood comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Trent passes to Simons. And stolen by Cauley Stein. Hardaway goes in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
And it's Hood in the corner. Anthony looking it over. Up again. Powell pulls it in. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And Cauley Stein throws it down.
Now, Cauley Stein, a big that can run the floor, so he can be a weapon in the fast break game.
To the middle, Powell with the steal. Fast break, Dallas. And Doncic throws it down.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
Outside Anthony. Pass to Covington. Shot to stop the run. Powell pulls it in.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. .58 seconds left to play here in the half. Doncic kicks to Richardson. Back to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Teardrop shot. That one no good. Mavericks leading by 4. There's 31 seconds left now here in the second. Doncic against Hood. And stolen by Hood. He feeds it to Covington. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Heads up play by Rodney Hood.
Yeah, take your time. You don't give them another possession.
Yeah, hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
3 seconds left.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He ended up with 15 points. And that does it for our...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
On the floor for Portland, Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard. Greg, is a broadcaster, who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
And that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who is my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Lillard. The putback.
Well, there's no vacancy down there. Josh Richardson gives no room to the offensive player.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Right wing. Marjanovic passes to Doncic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Doncic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Mavs. Doncic against Lillard. Tipped away. And it's out of bounds to Portland. I'll retain possession. And now here's the upcoming schedule for the Dallas Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Thursday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And the matchup against the Nuggets, it's going to be a battle for this group. You get the feeling they'll need to be at their sharpest if they want to come away with a victory.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Solid passer for a two-guard. Tim Hardaway Jr. is all about doing what's best for his team.
Goes back up. Porzingis with the block. And stolen by Hood. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Well, we just see this time and time again from Damian Lillard, a quality decision on the pick and roll.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. And an intentional foul right there. Here's Kleba. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Finney Smith passes to Porzingis. And here is Kleba. Just 4 to shoot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, after committing a turnover like that, you're just praying the game doesn't come down to the last possession. You'll remember that one.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Passes it to Simons. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
1:30 left in the third quarter. Out of bounds. Dallas will take possession. For Dallas, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Brunson kicks to Hardaway. Drains it from beyond the arc. Hardaway has got his 3rd basket of the night.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
Here's Simons. And he gets the bucket.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Brunson. And easy 2 points on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 4. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. They host the Kings after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. And the shot is long. The Mavericks have yet to miss from the free throw line. They're 3 for 3. And the first one drops.
A problematic or an Achilles heel for a lot of young bigs is consistency from the free throw line. Really hasn't been a problem for Porzingis. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Simons. Offline with his 3.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam.
Wow. Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. It's Dallas up by 5. And we'll get going after this from the American. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
What an advantage if your off guard can make plays so valuable.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. James Johnson is out there with Porzingis. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's a 1-2 in at the 3 slot. It's the lineup out there for the Mavericks.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Now a timeout called by Portland. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup. And for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. Damian Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. Here's Doncic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Lillard outside. Outside, Covington. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Doncic outside, and Doncic throws it down.
And when you want Doncic, he's one of those guys who kind of just slithers around until he finds an opening, and then bam. And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. There's the pass to Porzingis. Just 5 to shoot. Yep, that one goes in there. And now it's a 9-point Dallas lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Lillard against Doncic. Chalk up 2 there.
That's the strength of Lillard's game right there. Gorgeous arc, too, on that jump shot. Up in the air a little bit more.
Lillard against Doncic. Porzingis passes to Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Well, just seeking out weaknesses in the defense and then exploiting it.
Lillard scanning the floor. From deep three-point range. Another shot. That one wide left. Mavericks leading by 9. Wandu passes to Johnson. Covington with the steal. And now Portland on the break. And Cantor throws it down.
And poor choice by the defender. Cantor is a sizable guy to wrap up, but you have to do it or risk giving up the bucket plus a free throw.
Dallas making a switch here. 1:56 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Doncic. It's to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep. It's rebounded by Dallas. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Inside, stolen by Cantor. Down low, here's Trent. Stayed with it, but they couldn't get it to fall. Mavericks leading by 8. And he commits the intentional foul. And the Trailblazers making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Doncic against Lillard. That one goes in.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Dallas.
Oh, he got it!
Are you kidding me, Kevin, from there?
How in the world did that go in?
Did he even see the basket from there?
I don't know.
I love that.
Oh, man.
Doncic outside. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Dallas moving it around. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And Portland has possession. 7-point differential. And a deep three from Lillard. No good with the triple. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
The three for Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And so it's Dallas winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. Let's take a look at the numbers for LeBron James.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. We've got Robert Covington, Anthony out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. And for the Lakers, Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Morris. And it's Kuzma in at the point guard position. Misses in close. The Blazers on offense. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And as an underdog, you might have expected them to kind of buckle when things got tight, but they were totally composed down the stretch.
Yeah, and I love that about them. It was a pressure-filled game, no question about that. Things got... Oh, wow! Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
James outside. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And here at the midway point of the year, lots of guys banged up, Clark. Is it hard to decide when to play through and then maybe not to play, when to sit?
Yeah, you know, that's a good question, Kevin. And a lot of times it's about pain tolerance, the severity of the injury. Is it something that you can play with that won't linger on, and you don't have the possibility of further injury? Those are the factors that go into playing hurt or playing in pain.
And Gasol gets it to go.
And I tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game, and he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Strange to see Marc Gasol shooting from outside. His game, Greg, wasn't always like it is now.
I mean, Gasol has added a 3 to his game in the last season with Memphis, and it was an immediate success. He became a functioning stretch 5. Early in his career, he was more likely to drag you to the block and just bruise you more than anything else.
Gasol kicks to Kuzma. Morris passes to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Gasol, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Portland also making some changes. Trent's checked in, and it's Simons in for Lillard.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Morris finds James, and there is a whistle. That'll go on Derek Jones. That is his first foul of the game. Anthony's checked in for Portland. Lillard comes in for Anthony Simons. Here's LeBron, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
That is the savvy of LeBron on display. Doesn't just convert, but draws the foul and has the chance to tack another one on his point total.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Lillard scanning the floor. That shot off the mark. The Lakers trail. And here we go. Fast break. James has got it. Over Jones. Kept alive. Kicks it out to Schroeder. The pass to Morris. He's looking for LeBron and finds him. 5 to shoot. Caldwell Pope dishes to Harrell. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Portland, they've gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. And it's Jones, that time on the assist by Anthony.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
James with the bucket. The Trailblazers have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. Here's Lillard. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Shooter passes to Harrell. And the wide open shot from Morris. No good from outside.
We know how good a shooter he is. It's frustrating for him when he's not able to knock down that kind of wide open look.
Yep, it counts. Lillard's got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
James finds Harrell. James outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 9 points in the game so far.
Well, you got to do more than that to stop LeBron. I mean, he's strong, and when he gets up ahead of steam, he's a freight train.
3-pointer, Lillard, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. Well, before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He credits his upbringing.
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
They have gone all out to win the rebounding battle every night, and it's been paying off. I mean, the second chance points thus far have been really impressive.
Greg, you're the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Here's Trent. And Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
And And stolen by Hood. And now Portland on the break. Over James. Hood finds Anthony. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release and elite score.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Both free throws good from Anthony.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Gasol dishes to James. It's a nice passing here by Los Angeles. LeBron James on the wing. Feeds it to Gasol. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. LeBron's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Drains the three-pointer. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
Morris into the lane. Passes to Gasol. Out to Morris. Back to Gasol. Dishes it to Morris.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The Lakers have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And last season we saw the NBA All-Star Game introduce a target scorer, Greg, to end the game, and instead of running out the clock. Did you like that, and would you widen its use?
No question it's being looked at maybe for overtimes or tournament games. You know, Adam not shy about exploring new ideas. And I got to be honest, going into the All-Star game, I wasn't a fan of the proposed changes.
Me too.
But once you saw it all play out, I have to say I was entertained. And I applaud the commissioner and the players in the league for buying in. And I think the fan experience was made all the more better.
Good point. Lillard with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope against Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Boy, he's cooking with grease. He's got things flaming up, looking for an opportunity every time down the floor when he's that hot.
And finished off by LeBron.
LeBron James throwing it down is a thing of beauty. An incredible athlete who makes dunking look as easy as it can look.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Lillard against Kuzma. And Gasol sends it back. And they're able to recover. Looking at Los Angeles, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Kings in Sacramento.
You know, it would be fun to tabulate how many of LeBron's career points have come on the break. I would just venture to guess he's had a bunch of them.
Lillard attacking. Can't get it to fall. Lakers trail by 5. Pushing it up. Here's Caldwell Pope. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam.
Boy, nice way to punctuate that possession.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Horton Tucker's checked in. And it's Alex Caruso in for Morris. Back to LeBron. Good D by Covington. Here's Simons. Here's Hood. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here, leading the way at the start. It was Damian Lillard. He ended up with 17 points and
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the floor for Portland, Damian Lillard out there with Anthony. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter, and it's Covington in at the 4 spot. Here's Lillard. Count it. And with that basket, he's now 9 of 15 from the floor.
Refuses to let contact deter him from scoring. I'm a fan of Lillard's willingness to challenge defenders.
LeBron up top, covered by Anthony. And they pick up 2. James has got 17 now.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
To the inside. Jones kicks to Anthony. Lillard outside.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Gasol passes to Kuzma. And here is Morris. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And LeBron throws it down hard.
It never gets old seeing LeBron throw it down, especially when he decides to do it with a little flavor.
Here's Lillard. Kuzma pulls it in. Kuzma's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Over in the corner, Caldwell Pope. Back to Morris. Out to Kuzma. Outside Gasol. Morris outside. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
In the corner, it's James. Morris inside. Covington's there. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Morris. Now Lillard. He's got 21. From deep 3-point range. Second shot opportunity. From deep. Connects from 3-point range. Lillard's got 7 points for the quarter.
1 triple for him in the first half. Now he's hit another.
Kuzma passes to Gasol. Out to Kuzma. We've got 1:48 left here in the 3rd quarter. Back to Gasol. That one doesn't go. And the Trailblazers going the other way. They've led by as much as 10. They host the Kings after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Lillard with it. He's got 24. And then Lillard slams it in.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg? I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Caruso kicks to Harrell. With the putback, and Gasol able to finish. Gasol's got 10 points in the game.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
Back to Hood. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Simons. He's guarded by Schroeder. And now the fast break. Schroeder with the ball. Horton Tucker, the pass to Schroeder. Puts it up from 15. Drained for 2 points. Now just a 2-point Portland lead.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Simons, the pass to Anthony. And it's Gasol with the rebound. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Harrell finds Gasol. It's stolen by Little. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He's up to 26 points in the game now, just keeps pouring in the buckets. Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Trailblazers shooting certainly a key for them in this one. 55% from the field. They've got Marc Gasol. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Harrell. And it's Caruso in at shooting guard. That's the Laker 5. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Trailblazers.
Guys, how about all the second chance points they've been able to convert throughout the game?
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. 4-point game. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. They swipe it. And now Portland on the break. Here's Hood. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Kuzma's got 6 rebounds in the game. Goes up. And the dunk by James.
And, you know, you come to expect this type of play from LeBron. I mean, he's relentless when he's in attack mode.
Here's Simons. He's guarded by Caldwell Pope. Shot, high post. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Kicks it out to James. It's stolen by Little. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Trent. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Here's James, and LeBron throws it down.
Money there shaves a few points off the lead. And the later we get into this game, the more you're going to see him attacking the basket.
And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Here's Simons. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Back to LeBron. Now the feed to Gasol. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 6th assist on the night.
Boy, the confidence of Gasol on the block is really impressive to see. I mean, once he gets good positioning, he goes right to work.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout, and he's pushing them to empty the tank. He said, I know you're tired and it's been a tough game, but we can't hold back. If you're tired, come out. Otherwise, I want you full speed, guys.
LeBron with it. Lillard picks him up. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. And Lillard throws it down.
Don't let his height fool you. Lillard can rise up with the best of them.
Lakers trail by 6. LeBron left side. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Kanter's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. A 3-ball. And it's Lillard missing.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. Harrell, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. Here's LeBron, and the dunk by James.
And, you know, we've come to expect this from LeBron James, guys. I mean, when his team needs a bucket, he rises to the occasion.
Lillard outside. 1:29 left in the game. It's tipped.
Upping his intensity on the defensive end. Love to see that. Kuzma uses his length and athleticism to challenge and alter shots.
Goes up off the inbound. And so here's Portland. They've led by as much as 10. Jones, no luck. Lakers trail by 4. Here's Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Great teamwork, punctuated by a strong finish.
That is the perfect fast break, guys. Getting a hoop before the defense can get set.
Lillard outside. From downtown. It's not going to go for him. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Here's Caldwell Pope. Money!
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
And so here's Portland. Here is Lillard. Lets it go from deep. And it's LeBron James with the rebound.
And it's really a tale of two quarters. Shot it so well in the last, but this one can't get anything to fall.
Stolen by Cantor. Outside, Jones. Lillard outside. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes!
Boy, and just look at what Damian Lillard is doing.
Here's LeBron. Yes!
Elevating his aggressiveness and level of play in moments like this. LeBron, as clutch as they come.
Now a timeout called by Portland. The score is tied at 54. Just 2 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. Live from the... And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest. And it's going to be the Trailblazers off the tip. And so they have the first opportunity on offense right here as we begin overtime. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Anthony. And it's Cantor. And at the center, blocking down the middle.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Taken away by Anthony. Shoots over Schroeder, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Anthony.
He's as solid as it gets from the line. I mean, give him the opportunity. He's cashing in on those.
James looking around. Over Anthony. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from LeBron.
That defense has to worry so much about LeBron as a passer that it opens things up for his jump shot.
Kuzma against Lillard. And he banks in the layup. Lillard's got 4 points this quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Kuzma finds Gasol. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Outside for Caldwell Pope. LeBron with it. Now Anthony defending. Here's Gasol. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
That's a polished veteran who has just about seen it all. Gasol's able to keep his composure in these big moments.
Lillard outside. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 36.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Pass to Kuzma. Back to James. And LeBron throws it down hard.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness.
I can't fault the guy for adding a little flavor to things. I'm fine. Even if he'd have missed it, I don't mind taking a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
LeBron James on the wing. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Enes Kanter.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're in front by 2. There's 48 seconds left in the first overtime. Action has been terrific. For the Trailblazers, Trent's checked in, and it's Little in for Anthony.
Yeah, big play on the front end to finish, despite getting hacked there, and big on the back end to hit the free throw.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
Lillard against Kuzma. And Gasol sends it back. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morris dishes to LeBron to take the lead. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
And so both free throws good that time. That puts him ahead.
Needed those and got it. Terrific job at the line under pressure.
Lillard outside.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Kuzma passes to Gasol. LeBron James on the wing. Oh, off target. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. They escaped with a victory, although they needed an extra period to get it done.
Yeah, but what a great game. I mean, both teams, I felt like, gave it their all. But when it came to OT, it was just all about sheer.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
playing Ty Debo, and now here you are in the championship round. The whole community is looking forward to it. What does that mean to you personally to play someone that you know and also play one of the best My Team players in the world?
I believe it's 100% better as a whole because, like, you're playing one of your main mans, like Lab and Wise, coming up to 250. Like, me and him were playing back and forth, even though he's off every.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And here were the Clippers arriving earlier, getting...
Kevin, thanks very much.
Portland is indeed one of the great cities in the NBA. David, thank you. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Lou Williams.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the 1. And for the Trailblazers, we've got Damian Lillard. Enes Kanter is out there with Robert Covington. Then there's Derek Jones. And it's Trent in at the shooting guard position. Now Beverly after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. And they're moving it up. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And terrific floor awareness. I mean, it's obvious Covington has a great feel for when his teammates are wide open.
George with no one around. And the 3 off target. Here's Trent. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2. And the NBA, Chris, with a long regular season, we know that. Are there things that can make the season seem even longer or shorter or in between for that matter?
Yeah, Kevin, well, I tell you what, the cliche, time flies when you're having fun. We all know that's true. So when you're losing or not seeing eye to eye, that's when this season can really drag on.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Lillard outside. Over Beverly. Kanter. And Kanter able to finish.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? From deep, George. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Wasn't that a sloppy effort? I mean, turnovers were a huge issue. They don't have to play safe tonight, but they do have to play smart.
Here's Beverly, and he jams it with authority.
The deceptive athleticism of Beverly, just really going right at the rim with his dunking ability.
Beverly against Lillard. Over Beverly. And again, it's Portland converting.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here's George for 3. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And I love the floor spacing George gives you. His range seems to extend a little every year.
Here's Lillard. And he goes right over Serge Ibaka and slams it down.
Oh, it's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Beverly against Lillard. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. Good on the bucket. Ibaka's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Nicholas Batum. Lou Williams is subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Hood gets the bucket.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Williams. Coming off a 12-point game his last outing. George passes to Leonard. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. Leonard's got his second basket.
And the feed from George couldn't be better. The timing, the placement, everything about that dish was pinpoint.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position, only 6'3", but a natural two with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point, though.
Kennard, he's checked in for Paul George. Leonard inside, defended by Jones, and that one is good.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
Now here's Jones. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. On the basket by Jones.
This is the kind of ball movement that they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Zubac, the pass to Williams. Pass to Cantor. Back to Anthony. And good that time.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Williams with the ball, and the layup's good off the glass.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. It's the Trailblazers. They're up by 6. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy,
he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Well, setting the pace early, aggressive mind state. I love their approach so far.
They've got Enes Kanter, Anthony out there with Jones. Then it's Rodney Hood, and it's Simons in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Simons, the pass to Jones. He gets hauled in by Los Angeles. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
And in terms of intensity, they kind of took the night off. It looked like they were just going through the motion.
Only surprise is that the margin wasn't great. I mean, somehow they managed to hang around despite the lack of effort.
Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like it.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
While the shooting of Morris provides his team with is crucial, just a real valuable part of this team.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Lillard's checked in.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Floats one up, and it's good for 2. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for Portland.
And Lillard times these floaters perfectly. He rises up with these, letting the ball roll off his fingertips.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, I mean, I think he better come up with some different ways to get his points tonight. Because the 3, not one of them, ain't working.
And that one drops for him.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Right side, George. Now the pass to Zubac. And the dunk by Zubac.
An incredible reverse throwdown. Excellent body control.
And guys, I'd even go as far to say that was a punctuation dunk. Lillard attacking, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Lillard's got 13.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Williams scanning the floor. And here's George for three. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Inside, Cantor kicks to Jones. Here's Lillard. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Cantor's shot is off.
That works just like they drew it up. Until the part where he short arms the leg.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Williams against Lillard. To the middle. Got a piece of it. Cantor. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Morris finds George. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
And he's on a good pace here from three-point range. Made one in the first, 2 more here in the second. It seems like with more to come.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Portland again missing. Now the Clippers with it. Big stretch here going 10-2. George passes to Mann. There's 45 seconds left in the first half.
And guys, when George gets cooking, you are in for a long night. He's just fantastic at finding different ways to score.
That's a 2 from Lillard. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They've led by as much as 10. Los Angeles has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And that one's good. Beverly's got his 2nd bucket.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Batum grabs the miss.
And he missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. It doesn't go for him. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen.
Hey, Kevin, thank you.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. Paul George taking care of business in this one. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 1 steal. And that should do it.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. Pocket is out there with Batum. Then it's Patrick Beverly. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's George in a 2-guard. Beverly for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Lillard. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
and read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial. That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Lillard from outside. Offensive rebound.
Now, that's the staple of Cantor's game. This guy has a knack for knowing how to come up with offensive boards.
From deep, George. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard against Beverly. Lillard attacking. And no good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
From past the arc. Portland grabs the miss. It's stolen by Ibaka. Outside for George. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
So for the Trailblazers, Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Robert Covington. Rodney Hood comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Oh, he's a great presence to have near the bucket. Cantor's going to go after every rebound. And when he gets his hands on that, that's what happens.
And he uses the glass on the layup. Williams has got his second bucket of the night.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lou Williams, so crafty, GA. Just a knack for putting the ball in the basket.
This guy just has the gift. I mean, it's been that way forever. He is just a born scorer. Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Simons, the pass to Trent. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. The shot's good from Cantor.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Williams up on top. He's got 6. Count that one. Williams has got the lead back up to 4 now for Los Angeles.
And such a nimble ball handler. Williams makes quick work of getting down the lane, and he'll drive all night long if they let him.
Trent passes to Cantor. And it's Hood in the corner. Here's Trent. Anthony on the wing. Lock at 6. Over Morris. And no good. Trying to use the glass.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And the shot goes in. Jackson's got the lead up to 6 now for the Clippers.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Out to the right wing. And a big-time jam right there.
Oh, great awareness on the floor from Cantor right there. Spots an opening and feeds for the assist.
Clippers leading by 4. On the wing, Jackson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. To the paint, here's Zubats, and the dunk by Zubats.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Fires from the corner. Here's man, covered by Anthony. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Shot's good by Anthony.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Jackson drives in. Zubats, it's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Zubats has got 8.
There you see why you want the ball in Jackson's hands as much as possible. He can clearly set the table.
Here's Simons. 10 points for him. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Trailblazers have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Clippers lead by... While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for the Trailblazers, Lillard and Hood work together in the backcourt. Derek Jones is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Cantor in at the 5 down low. Cantor inside, Ibaka on him. Three-pointer, Lillard, the shot missing. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way.
And not his best day from three-point range. I mean, just won in the first half and still looking for his first here in half number 2.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Lillard surveying the D. It's stolen by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Batum. This is to Leonard. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Knocked away. Stolen by Beverly. And oh, here we go. Batum's got it. Galloping the fast break chance. That one drops for him. And now a 10-point Clipper lead.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Lillard. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Until he starts knocking down some shots, I don't think the deficit's going to get this one.
Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. So both teams changing it up here. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Lobs it up for Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
A different look now for Portland. Little, he's checked in for Derek Jones. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold stream.
This isn't like him, and he knows it. The best thing they could do is try to get him more easy looks.
Hood goes up and lays it nice and easy.
We all know Hood can shoot, but there, he showed some grit and determination. Nice basket.
Pass to Beverly. Over in the corner, Batum. Shoots from 12. Ibaka looking for an opening. The shot by George, no good.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, he's become a weight around the neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
1:14 left in the fourth quarter.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Clippers.
This was a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And guys, at this point in the long NBA season, this will go down as win number 25.
And once the horn sounds, they're going to go up 2-0 in the season series.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kawhi Leonard.
He was everywhere defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer. Rebounded by Hood. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Now here's Leonard. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Portland with the ball. Nobody near Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
You got to play up on Lillard at all times, especially when the pass is coming his way. You got to know he's ready to shoot once he catches it.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. They came in here and took care of business. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. For
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The bustling city of Portland, Oregon. And with
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, they've got Enes Kanter. Jones is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. And the dunk by Doncic.
I'll tell you this, Luka Doncic will never turn down an opportunity to finish at the rim. He's elite and loves those opportunities.
Lillard misses.
And Doris, as if it were destiny, Kleba grew up in the same hometown as Mavs legend Dirk Nowitzki.
And this is a fun and extraordinary story to tell.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And that one off the back of the rim and in.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Finney Smith passes to Doncic. And he lays it straight in. And that's now 6 points for Luka Doncic.
And this is the attack mindset you want to see coming into the game.
Get it to the right guy, get a high percentage look, and that's the kind of game they want to play tonight.
On the league, Doris, we're seeing plenty of small ball, but some teams are going big. If you were a coach at this point, which way do you think you'd lean?
Well, Kevin, I think the best coaches maximize the talent at their disposal. And sometimes a coach philosophically may believe in, I emphasize the three-point line. I want to eliminate all mid-range shooting. I want to get to the restricted area and the free throw line. I mean, to me, I love playing a high-tempo, wide-open floor game. Let's let the players show off all their skill.
And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Oh, go get it, big fella. Porzingis with the skyscraper.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Lillard surveying the D. From deep three-point range. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last time they met was in Dallas.
And they lost a close one last time they saw each other. And you have to think that it was the foul trouble that really kept them from getting the win.
Yeah, some of their starters had to take an early seat on the bench, and that ruined the rhythm and flow they were trying to establish.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. And then Lillard slams it in.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Doncic finds Porzingis. Back to Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. A moment now to check out some numbers for him.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Bob pass to Porzingis. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Jones drives in. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. And that'll tie this game up. Lillard against Doncic. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the night. And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Dwight Powell's checked in for Porzingis. Johnson comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Hardaway's checked in for Richardson. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Luka Doncic. Powell, that's good.
That's about great concentration. Dwight Powell, under duress of the defense, finishes nonetheless.
Here's Simons. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Down low, Powell with it, Kanter covering. Powell the pass to Brunson. Powell against Anthony, and it's in there.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Simons surveying the D. And a wide open look for Hood. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Mavericks making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Now here's Brunson. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Here's Powell. Excellent D from Kanter.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Brunson the pass to Powell. Oh, that's blocked.
Encouraging to see Kanter trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that.
I think in the past, anytime I got into a rhythm and had a big game.
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, they've got Powell, Jalen Brunson out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's James Johnson. And it's Cauley Stein in at the center, locking down the middle. Hardaway finds Cauley Stein. 5 to shoot. Johnson, the pass to Cauley Stein. And Jones pulls it down. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. And here's the break. Here's Cauley Stein. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Well, you want some unselfishness from a guy who's capable of scoring. And Tim Hardaway says, you know what? My teammate's open. I'm going to get him the ball.
Here's Lillard, and the basket is good. Lillard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Now, how did he manage to change his shot midair? When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there, Greg?
Oh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Inside, the 10-footer. Dallas moving the ball around. Shoots from the line, and Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Anthony. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Anthony's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
Oh, that could easily have been a three-point play. A little contact, Melo still goes right to it.
Hardaway kicks to Doncic. Outside Hardaway. The drive by Doncic. Yes, and it's Hardaway picking up the assist. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Doncic against Lillard. The shot from the low post is good. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Powell finds Doncic. And finished off by Doncic.
How about the finish from Luka Doncic? My goodness, go ahead with the hammer.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. 1:15 left in the first half of the game. It's stolen by Johnson. Doncic dishes to Johnson. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. Here's Lillard. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
The drive by Doncic. And Doncic throws it down.
Well, Luka can get himself into the paint with consistency, and boy, does he make that a high percentage finish.
Lillard against Doncic.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley-Stein. Maxi Kleber comes in for Dwight Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Johnson. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Finney-Smith kicks to Doncic. 4 seconds left. Misses the layup. It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Dallas Mavericks.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to. Luka Doncic has been the story in this one. He had 16 points, 2 rebounds. Thanks for joining us.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Damian Lillard.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
We've got Damian Lillard. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Trent in at the 2. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
No free throws good from Lillard.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Doncic looking it over. Passes it to Porzingis. Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Don't sleep on his athleticism now. Porzingis plays well above the rim.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Jalen Brunson, he's checked in for Luka Doncic. Shot clock at 2. Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. Here is the list of players with the most boards in the league this month. The NBA's leading rebounders. Enes Kanter is second.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Lillard, the pass to Trent, to the inside. Porzingis with the block.
You know, when you drive the lane, you have to know where Porzingis is, because with his reach, he can sneak up and send that shot away anytime. Well, their first basket in 4 tries. Can that trigger a little bit of good shooting here? We'll find out.
Porzingis finds Richardson. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Here's Lillard. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
Here's Brunson, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's on Damian Lillard. For Dallas, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they are forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. The difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. and they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
You know, you love your star players making others better, and Melo with the vision there.
And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They lead by 1. They host the Spurs after this one. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Outside, Porzingis. It's good. Porzingis has got 8 points.
Well, he has such a great feel for what the defense is conceding, and Kristaps Porzingis makes a nice play on the inside.
Here's Simons. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Nice shot by Porzingis.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Trailblazers trail by 5. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. On the wing, Jones. Good on the shot. Jones has got 4 points this quarter. There's 1:17 left in the third quarter. Brunson scanning the floor. Pass to Kleba. Back to Brunson. Pass to Porzingis. And Porzingis throws it down hard.
Boy, what a display of toughness from Kristaps Porzingis. He's a rock down low.
Trailblazers moving the ball around. Covington with the bucket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Brunson with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. The pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
In a pick-and-roll game, the length and athleticism of Kristaps Porzingis is going to be a big-time problem.
Passes it to Covington. Here's Simons. Outside, Covington. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 2 on the clock. Now Brunson. A pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, Porzingis stays aggressive on the offensive end, and with the kind of offensive arsenal he has, it's exactly what you hope for, guys.
And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Mavericks ahead, up by 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter here. Hardaway is out there with Johnson. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. Then there's Richardson. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. And it's Lillard missing.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Here's Doncic. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Doncic has got the lead up to 11 now for Dallas. Doncic against Lillard. Pass to Trent. Here is Lillard. Jacks up a 3. Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Doncic against Lillard. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. So for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Derek Jones in for Anthony Simons. Cauley-Stein's shot is good.
Yeah, these defenders just looked a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard attacking, and that one drops.
And once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
Down low, Cauley-Stein kicks to Doncic. Fires from the line. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Doncic has got 23 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
On the wing, Johnson. On the wing, Doncic. To the middle. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Yeah, because Luka Doncic is such a threat to score it, it opens up the passing game, and boy, it is on display right now.
Wasted no time on that one. He's got 26.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Today's player is not intimidated by size. You even give them a sliver of a window, and they're going to make that shot.
Hardaway dishes to Cauley-Stein. The layup missed. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Doncic outside. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Enes Kanter.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Maxi Kleba, he's checked in for Johnson. And Dorian Finney-Smith subbed in for Hardaway. And it's Lillard missing.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way, because hoisting from three is not the answer.
The three for Doncic. That shot missing, and it's Portland the other way. Covington passes to Lillard. Kanter, great positioning on the putback.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Doncic. High post, Cauley-Stein. Back to Doncic. Throws it up high, and Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for the Mavericks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And they're able to even the score of this series at a game apiece still. 2 more to go in the season series.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Luka Doncic.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Lillard outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Well, for the Mavericks, they can just run out the clock. And here is Doncic, and stolen by Lillard. And now Portland on the break, launches it. It's money from deep.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
So it's a narrow victory for the Mavericks. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
Yo, I'm the 2K MC, here to tell you about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, you'll have 4 chances to participate in boot camp. Limited to my players with a 75 overall or lower. This is the place to get some basic training in. Plus,
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
We bring you tonight into... And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for LeBron James.
His assist numbers in the past 5 games have gone in the wrong direction. He's been out of sync with his teammates, sort of playing on an island instead of as part of a 5-man unit.
And now the Lakers starting group. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Marc Gasol is out there with Markieff Morris, and it's Schroeder in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Trent in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's LeBron after Enes Kanter's miss. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And Steve, as we get into the middle of the season, do you feel we have a good idea of who the contenders are at this point?
The major forces, Kevin, you know for sure where they are. There are always some teams you can't tell if they're legit or not just yet. A guy who's won almost every award in the book. LeBron does as much for the NBA off the court as he does on it.
Lillard attacking. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's LeBron. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game.
The quick first step of James, along with his power, that's the difference on the drive.
Lillard against LeBron. Jones. Kanter trying to free himself up. They get it back. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
They are out of rhythm. 1 for 5 so far. You just need to calm down and reward your matchups.
And it's good. 2 points.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Lakers with a quick start to this game. 4-point game, and LeBron throws it down.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Lillard looking around. Kanter trying to free himself up.
Almost unstoppable on the drive. Lillard's talent for ball handling, letting him just cut through the defense.
Schroeder up top, covered by Lillard. Takes a shot at the elbow. Portland grabs the miss.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Trent, and that comes off the assist by Jones.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Schroeder outside, inside. Here's Gasol, and he uses the glass on the layup.
More of a score-first point guard, but Schroeder doing a good job of finding the open man.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard fires away from way outside. It's hauled in by LeBron.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
You know what another option is? Just give the ball up. Let someone else make a play.
The rebound by Caldwell Pope. And now the fast break, LeBron with the ball. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that's a nice pass. The patience of LeBron to let the play develop.
Lillard attacking. Makes it off the glass. Lillard's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now, here is Morris. 11 points for him in that last game against the Kings in Sacramento. And James throws it down.
Not much anyone can do to stop that. LeBron flexing at the rack.
Lillard against Schroeder. Lillard attacking, and Gasol sends it back. And James throws it down hard.
And this is how you fire up your teammates. LeBron with a 10 on that one.
Schroeder against Lillard. Rejected by Gasol. Fast break, here they come. James, the pass to Schroeder. Kicks it out to James. Lakers working the ball around now. Schroeder against Lillard. And it's Schroeder missing.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
Jones drives in. Lillard outside. Offensive rebound. Cantor kicks it out to Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. And it's Lillard again missing.
You know what, though? They keep calling his number despite...
Oh, the power on that throwdown.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They have made it... Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They just been the better team so far.
Enes Kanter is out there with Anthony. Then it's Rodney Hood. And it's Simons in at the 1 spot. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with. The shot's good. Gasol's got the lead up to 10 now for Los Angeles.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside. And the energy of a guy like Montrezl Harrell can rub off on the entire team.
Yes, it can. GA, he plays with a high motor, generates steals, blocks, and deflections. He's active all over the court, and now we're seeing it on the offensive.
And here we go, coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
With the tip, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Simons, the pass to Kanter. Here's Simons. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
To the paint, here's Harrell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Crazy intensity of Montrezl Harrell, using it to perfection in order to get calls.
He hits both from the stripe. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. Trailing by 10. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
And it was one of those games where it was just hard to get anything going. And you could see frustrations emerge.
But hey, a win is a win. Sometimes you're not going to play your best, so you have to just gut it out, right?
Shot clock at 3, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for Portland. Here's James, and the dunk by James.
Can't do anything about it. LeBron gets a step. Next thing you know, he's hanging off the rim.
Here's Simons. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game, and Cantor throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
The problem is your opponent is making big plays as well. I'll be curious to see the response.
Jones trying to get open. No good that time, and the Lakers will go the other way with it. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
Point blank, this is a bad combination. If you're looking to get stops, that's not the way.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Cantor trying to free himself up. Shots good by Anthony.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D and still finishes.
Caruso looking for an opening. He feeds it to Hero. Out to Kuzma. It's stolen by Jones. Inside. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Unselfish play by Hood. Could take it himself, but finds the open man.
On the wing, James. And the dunk by James.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
The Lakers making a switch here. Dudley's checked in. Lillard attacking. Great D that time from Harrell. They have a chance to go 2 for 1 here.
Let's see how they play the clock.
Covington against Kuzma. Here's Caruso. Rebounded by Covington.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Lillard throws it down.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Caruso kicks to Kuzma. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Horton Tucker, the pass to Harrell. Shot clock at 6. And Harrell slams it in.
A big man with great lift. Montrezl Harrell loves playing above the rim.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's long. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 16 points. And that...
Rest in peace to the Mamba and baby GG.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Lakers. Caldwell Pope and LeBron fill out the wings. Markieff Morris is out there with Marc Gasol, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Pass to Schroeder. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Down low. Gasol, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
Jones, the pass to Lillard. The three. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game. Caldwell Pope outside. LeBron against Jones. Gasol dishes to LeBron. And James throws it down.
What's so impressive, the defense is trying to make adjustments, but LeBron's making even quicker reads.
And Gasol sends it back. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Jared Dudley's checked in for Markieff Morris. Alfonso McKinney comes in for James. Wesley Matthews checked in for Caldwell Pope. And it's Alex Caruso in for Dennis Schroeder. Three-pointer, Lillard hits the three-point bomb. Lillard's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Trailblazers. Pass to Gasol. And Gasol slams it in.
Marc Gasol probably never won any dunk contests, but he can still put you on a poster.
Lillard, the pass to Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Here's Caruso. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Just 5 to shoot. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Gasol, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Dudley finds Matthews. To the inside. Covington with the steal. And here we go, Anthony heading to the hoop. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Markieff Morris is checked in for Dudley. James comes in for Alfonso McKinney. Contavious Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Wesley Matthews. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Alex Caruso. Here's Schroeder, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Schroeder's got his second bucket of the night. Greg, I think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
For the lead, bangs home the trifecta. Now it's a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Back to James. Knocks it loose. Covington with the steal. Simons, the pass to Anthony. Three-pointer, Lillard gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
Riding the hot hand, and why not? If something's working, keep going to it.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. Morris kicks to Caldwell Pope. And they get it. And LeBron with the nice bucket inside. James has got 20.
That's what the offense is designed to do. Get LeBron high percentage looks.
Lillard with it. 24 points for him.
See, that's a solid effort on the defensive glass. You need guys who are willing to work, willing to get their hands dirty inside.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Anthony out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Trent in at the 2 spot. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Caldwell Pope passes to Harrell. And he commits the intentional foul. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard outside. Passes it to Trent. Caldwell Pope against Lillard. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. The drive by Schroeder. Good, and the assist goes to James.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Lillard outside. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Once they roll the ball out there, Lillard turned on the switch. He is doing it all tonight.
LeBron James on the wing. And it's blocked. They get it back. LeBron James on the wing. Clock at 4. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Anthony finds Kanter. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And Kanter throws it down.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
The pass to Schroeder. Here's Gasol. He's covered by Kanter. Here's James, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the... And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to have a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, I want us to play as though we're behind. We're good when we play with urgency. We're bad when we become complacent. Don't become complacent. Let's go, guys.
Lillard with it. Gasol covering. And that one's good. Lillard.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Kanter inside, defended by Gasol. Kanter's shot is off. Lakers trail by 8. Here's LeBron, and finished off by LeBron.
And Schroeder becoming a more consistent floor general out there.
4th quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Lillard against Schroeder. Lillard attacking, lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got the lead up to 8 now for the Trailblazers. Now James. Count it. LeBron's got 26.
The indestructible one, LeBron brushing off contact for the easy deuce.
Lillard with no one around. Off target from three-point range.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
The drive by James, and James throws it down.
When you need a big score, you want LeBron to at least touch the ball, and this is why.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Lillard. Count the basket. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
James with it. Can't recover. And the dunk by LeBron.
Your go-to guy in these situations. LeBron has been here before plenty of times.
Schroeder against Lillard. 55 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Cantor makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
Out to Morris. Gasol trying to free himself up. Got it. And now they trail by just 4. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie bar the door.
To the middle. Gasol with the steal.
And looking for a very quick shot here.
They have very little time to run a play, and then, of course, they also need to foul.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. Tanner, high post, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Schroeder. Oh, and here comes Schroeder all alone. Misses from close range. Lillard from deep three-point land misses the shot. And so the big win by Portland in a tight game. It was up for grabs, right? Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it.